It's you.
Oh, here I am! Here I am!
I can see no practical use for the room that was here, but I will repent.
Come on, you stupid thing! Step on the button! It's literally your only purpose. If you've got a few studs handy, I could fix up this choir room for you. Honestly, no problem. Really jam. Nobody ever warns you about these particular practical repairs. Oh dear. This thing's seen better days, hasn't it? I mean, yeah, you could get someone in to fix it, but they'll take your time, whereas I'm here right now. You know, if you were to cross my palm with silver, I could switch it up.
As you can see, the enrichment center is undergoing some maintenance. I'm a surprise. Would you like to purchase tickets to the Aperture Science Bring Your Daughter to Work Day? Before you stands the pinnacle of your children's scientific prowess, the potato battery. If you'll excuse me, potatoes bring back bad memories.
I'm the voice of Knight Industry 2000's microprocessor, K.I.T.T for easy reference, or KIT if you prefer. Hello, Shell. You seem nervous. Have you had some bad experiences with AI recently?
gentle reminder. The Enrichment Center is not responsible for any injuries sustained within the testing facility.
Nobody ever warns you about these particular pratfalls of parenting?
I realize it's a lot to ask, but if you could refrain from tearing bits of me off and throwing them into a furnace, that would be great.
Hello, Shell. You seem nervous. Have you had some bad experiences with AI recently?
Hey, over here. How's it going, Sugar Plum?
I suppose I better go. If I stay around here too long, someone might give me a parking ticket.
Hey, over here. How's it going, Sugar Plum?
Error. Composition of cake failed.
Another thing to slow me down? Are you kidding me?
The size of pennies nowadays, eh? I bet it must be really tempting to just, break one of these big screens for no apparent reason. Wait, why am I saying that?
Time for a quick chili dog break.
I'm sure you're quite happy wandering around doing what you do best, aimlessly destroying things. But perhaps you could take a moment out of your busy schedule to perform a quick test. This next test involves aperture science material wealth incrementation spheres. Based on its current data detailing your pathological compulsion to collect everything in sight, the Enrichment Center has every confidence in your success. Collected spheres will only count towards the test when returned to this point.
Come on, you stupid thing! Step on the button! It's literally your only purpose.
I'd take care if I were you. The weight testing of the aperture science hard light bridges was cancelled due to sudden staff redundancies. I'm sure you'll be fine though. While speed is not technically a marking criteria for this test, the Enrichment Center would like to remind test subjects of the German proverb, "The latecomer is ill-lodged and not very good at testing." Food for thought.
Welcome. All volunteers for the praying mantis test should approach the information panel where you'll find a happy little button that'll get things started. There may also be an identical fake button which is wired directly into the mains. If there is, then pressing the correct one is your first test, and possibly last.
Nobody ever warned you about these particular pratfalls of parenting? Nobody ever...
The Enrichment Center advises that despite their nutritious appearance, the material wealth incrementation spheres are not edible. The Enrichment Center takes no responsibility for the loss of teeth or life caused by attempting to eat one.
I'll tell you what, you know you've made it in life when you're up on the big screen. Am I right? Although, I mean, it's pretty unforgiving. I mean, you can see every scratch and dent, can't you really? It's, ooh. You know what, give it a facial before this.
should know what to do.
I'm Batman.
What are you doing back there? Before you start believing every insane mantra you see scrawled on a wall,
Error. Composition of failure.
Nobody ever warns you about these particular pratfalls of parenting?
Congratulations. You have successfully walked into and collected a number of inanimate objects of questionable value. Based on your current trajectory, you are only 3,440,938 tests away from becoming a qualified garbage collector. Please excuse the mess. Apparently, the cleaner says it's not his job to clean up the test chambers.
Come on, you stupid thing! Step on the button! Oh, hi there. Spot of luck you came by. I've actually been in here, literally for hours, trying to get these boxes to walk onto their assigned buttons, and they're just not getting it. I don't know why. Maybe it's me. You know, maybe my teaching methods are just too theoretical. Trouble is, it's very hard to have a hands-on approach when you don't have hands. You know, I mean, it's my fault. I hold up my hand. I mean, I don't because I don't have any. But you know, you take my point. Anyway, would you just give him a nudge in the right direction? Be a friend. High five. No.
You know, most people would have taken my offer of freedom and just run with it. But not you. You just can't get enough of testing, can you? Don't worry. I get it. The Enrichment Center advises that despite their nutritious appearance, the material wealth incrementation spheres are not edible. The Enrichment Center takes no responsibility for the loss of teeth or life caused by attempting to eat one. I had a cake made just for you. Unfortunately, none of the typical ingredients were available, so it consists mostly of sawdust.
Oh yeah, that's the ticket. That's the ticket. I thought that test would just be an easy way to get my test-solving fix. See, but I forgot how useless these boxes are at performing simple commands. But you're like some kind of button walking on wizard, mate. Seriously, I mean, where'd you learn that stuff? What is it? Textbooks? Is it online courses? I mean, do you have to go to some kind of, retreat where you wear robes and things, and there's some chap with a long hair and a guitar? Oh, listen to me, I'm rambling on. You've probably got a stack of buttons on your desk that need pressing, so I'll let you get back to it. But seriously, thanks for your help.
Cake ingredients ready. User input required to complete baking process. Please select the correct ingredients on the console.
I'm pretty sure I saw that deer again. It was running outside. You should go and take a look. I promise I won't lock you out.
Oh, Clement Brown, Ph.D.
Ingredients: fish-shaped solid waste, 1 cup lemon juice, a single banana.
A portable personal transportation device? Incredible! You must let me take a look at it.
Baking process complete. Cake can now be consumed. In the event of loss of consciousness as a result of cake consumption, please inform your nearest Aperture Science technician.
Hey, over here. How's it going, Sugar Plum? Hey there, Sugar. How'd a pretty little flower like you manage to sprout up in a dingy old lab like this? Hell, it doesn't matter. There's adventuring to do. And luckily for you, Rick the Adventure Sphere, just call me Rick, is here to show you how it's done. You best get your ointment ready, sweetie, because with this assault course right here, you are gonna feel the burn! You know what would make this assault course more assaulty? Some action music. Up and over, duck and weave, in and out, one step, two step, back, back, back. This assault course is your doormat, baby. You are walking all over it. Wipe your feet on it. Good. Yeah, way to assault the course, baby. That was some grade A adventuring. Almost brought a simulated tear to my eye. Let me give you a little something for doing such a good job. Just make sure you have something cool to say when you take it. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Nobody ever warns you about these particular pratfalls of parenting?
Welcome. All volunteers for the praying mantis test should approach the information. Those of you who volunteered to be injected with praying mantis DNA, I've got some good news and some bad news. Bad news is we're postponing those tests indefinitely.
In accordance.
Good news is we've got a much better test for you, fighting an army of mantis men. Please move to the designated marker and assume your chosen combat stance. You'll know when the test starts.
For Clara. For my kids.
Can't wait to add this into my scrapbook.
If you're hearing this clip, it means you fought off enough mantis men to complete half of the test. But you should know as well as I do that people don't get medals for a job half done. So, less listening to pointless voice recordings and more fighting mantis men. Congratulations! The simple fact that you're standing here listening to me means you've made a glorious contribution to science. It also means you've single-handedly managed to eradicate an entire species in the space of an afternoon, which definitely deserves some kind of recognition, possibly from an international tribunal. Carolyn, give them something shiny and make sure they don't get within 10 feet of my office.
would know what to do.
From this day forth, you put your faith in me.
Hey there. I dug out some information you might find useful. Don't worry, you can thank me later.
Well done. You successfully... Oh, I'm sorry. That was one of the children's tests. How did that one get in there? Well...
Hello there. Hiya! Up here! Check me out on this giant screen. Mental.
Never fear, the Man of Steel is here.
I don't know if this is necessary.
Remember that time I promised you cake and you had this misguided impression that it was all a ruse and I was actually trying to lure you to an untimely end? Well, I hope you're prepared to eat
Where I'm going, I don't need
Hello there. Hiya! Up here! Check me out on this giant screen. Mental.
Now, the lab boys were adamant that I do not give you any hints on these tests.
Whoa! This is heavy. this safe.
Heavens, what an intriguing artifact!
Oh, good. You finally found the cake. Maybe you could be so kind as to inform the internet. Oh, but I'd recommend doing so before actually eating the cake. Not for any particular reason. Certainly not a fatal reason.
Those instructions.
Okay, I lied about the sleeping gas. Due to my past inclinations when it comes to gases, they don't let me do that anymore.
Hey, it's Batman! Awesome! Wait, are you the jerk Batman or the good one? No idea what it is, but I'm taking it anyway.
There's something very familiar about that woman.
Hello there. Hiya, up here. Get me out on this giant screen.
It's time to go back to the future. This, in which case, back to the past.
magic. The problem has been solved.
Now listen. I think we need to address the sugar-frosted elephant in the room. As you can see, the Enrichment Center is undergoing some maintenance. I'm as surprised as you are. There's actually a force in this world more destructive than you.
I'll have to analyze this properly later.
I am extraordinary. The one resist me.
parenting?
Quick heads up, if you suddenly find yourself able to excrete spider silk out of your fingers or the base of your spine, let one of the test associates know, because that's actually important.
I must say I hoped for better.
Your help.
Now listen. I think we need to address the sugar-frosted elephant in the room. Did I promise you a cake? Yes. Will I come back?
To get started.
You remember that time I promised?
To make a super.
Well, I must say I'd hoped for better.
Welcome, gentlemen, to Amateur Science. Astronauts, war heroes, Olympians, you're here because we want the best and you are it. So, who's ready to make some science?
Telly! Hello, Mum. I would wave, but we're back to the old lack of hands problem.
Let you have my bow.
something very familiar about that woman.
Don't need your help.
You need me again? Just roar!
I am extraordinary. The one resist me.
Check me out on this giant screen. Mental.
know I said you could loiter for up to 20 minutes. That was a possibility, not a suggestion. You can move along anytime. And for the love of science, do not touch the upholstery.
Get me out on this giant screen. Mental. What are you doing? Those things aren't cheap, you know.
So you might be wondering, why you? Simply, human test subjects get better scientific results than animals.
Hey, I'm on telly. Hey, what are you doing? What did my big digital looming face ever do to you?
A gentle reminder. The Enrichment Center is not responsible for any injuries sustained within the testing facility.
Well done. That's 7 years bad luck. Hang on, that's mirrors. Clever. You broke a screen. Well done. Bravo. Have a medal and a little cake. And you get the idea. I bet it must be really tempting to just, you know, break one of these big screens for no apparent reason. Wait, what? We're rewarding that kind of behavior, are we, now? I see how it is. Yeah. Kids. Honestly.
I see your tendencies towards wanton destruction.
Oh, we're rewarding that kind of behavior, are we, now? I see how it is. Yeah. kids today, honestly.
Did I mention I had a cake made just for you? Unfortunately, none of the typical ingredients were available, so it consists mostly of sawdust and leftover propulsion gel. If anything, I think that just gives it even more.
Hurry!
Well done. You successfully... Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, good. You finally found the cake. Maybe you could be so kind as to inform the internet. Oh, but I'd recommend doing so. Oh, it's you. Again. I'd hoped you'd have been eaten by a deer by now. I suppose you think you're clever. Now you've done it. Do you know how long it took me to round up and incinerate those warbling drones the first time? I just hope you have earplugs. I don't even have ears I can plug. Finally. Thank you. Congratulations. You have managed to procure all of the mini-kits containing components of the Aperture Science Dual Gel Distributor. Now that the Aperture Science Dual Gel Distributor has finally been reassembled, we can begin testing its functionality. Fortunately for you, I have set up appropriate test apparatus for just such an occasion. Also, fortunately for you, the challenge rating awarded to this test is Amateur Baby, so you should have little to no difficulty completing it. Good luck. I'm sure you don't need this explained since you've thoroughly read the Dual Gel Distributor instruction manual before firing gel everywhere. But just as a quick refresher, blue, repulsion gel, repulses. Orange, propulsion gel, repulses. Well done. It seems you have mastered the graceful and noble art of bouncing. It appears you have completed the tests. Congratulations. You can now enjoy the honor of being the only living person/persons in the world to have used repulsion and propulsion gel and not met a fatal end. Although the day is still young, so...
Nobody ever warned you about these particular
You know, I'm pretty sure I saw that deer again.
Now, the lab boys were adamant that I do not give you any hints on these tests. To be honest, they think I'm spoiling the results just by talking to you. Eisenstein, uncertainty, principles, and so forth. I'll give them something more practical to be uncertain about. Their next paycheck. Anyway, overruled. If you think I'm affecting your decisions in any way, don't be afraid to speak up. I'm not made of glass. That reminds me, Carolyn, do we have a wing made out of glass yet? Let's get on that, Carolyn.
Why do these things always have to be so bright?